My name is James, and I never imagined that my life would become the plot of a soap opera. I had always been a man who valued stability and predictability. Work, family, friends, everything was in its place. At least, that's what I thought. But everything changed in an instant when I discovered that my wife, Emily, was plotting something that could destroy our marriage. It all started with small things. Emily began spending more time outside the house, often turning off her phone and returning home late in the evening. I tried not to pay much attention to it, attributing it to her work stress. But with each passing day, my suspicions grew. One day, while she was in the shower, I noticed her phone lying on the kitchen table. I never considered myself the kind of person who would check their spouse's phone, but something compelled me to pick it up. I opened the messages and saw a conversation with someone named Paris Traveler. My heart raced as I read the words, "Can't wait to fly to Paris with you." I was in shock. My wife, with whom I had spent 10 years of my life, was planning a trip to Paris with another man. I didn't know what to do. On one hand, I wanted to confront her. On the other, I feared it would destroy our marriage. But I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. I decided I had to find out the truth. I started following Emily, trying not to attract her attention. I discovered that she had indeed bought plane tickets to Paris, and her Paris traveler was her colleague, Mark. They planned to leave in a week. I decided I had to be there, right next to them. I bought a ticket for the same flight, choosing the seat right next to them. I knew it was risky, but I had to see it with my own eyes. The day of the flight arrived. I was on edge, but I tried to appear calm. I boarded the plane and took my seat. Emily and Mark arrived a little later, and I watched as they settled into their seats. They looked happy and relaxed, unaware that I was just a few centimeters away from them. The flight was long, and I spent it watching them. They laughed, talked, and even held hands. My heart was breaking with pain and anger, but I tried to stay calm. I had to find out how far they were willing to go. When we landed in Paris, I followed them to the hotel. I checked into the same hotel, choosing a room on the same floor. I watched as they dined in the restaurant, walked the streets, and enjoyed the views of the Seine. Every minute was torture for me, but I continued to watch. I noticed that Mark was not just a lover. He was a friend with whom Emily could share her thoughts and feelings. They talked about life, work, and dreams, and I began to understand that Emily was looking for in him what she thought was missing in our marriage. During those days in Paris, I thought a lot about our marriage. I remembered how it all began, how we dreamed of a future together. I realized that in recent years we had grown apart, and that I might not have given her enough attention. I began to ask myself, what can I do to fix this? How can I win her back? Or maybe I should let her go and give her the chance to be happy. After a week in Paris, we returned home. I decided I had to talk to Emily. I told her that I knew about Mark and that I had been in Paris with them. She was shocked, but also remorseful. We talked for a long time. Emily explained that she had felt lonely and unsatisfied in our marriage. She said that Mark had given her what she was missing, but that she didn't want to destroy our marriage. The story I went through was hard and painful. But it also became a lesson for me. I realized that love requires effort and attention. Emily and I decided that we would work on our marriage to make it stronger. I don't know what the future holds for us, but I know that we are both willing to fight for our relationship. And maybe that's the most important thing.